Hello people of the internet, it's Amanda, and for today's video, we're going to be talking about King and Prince Recent's album. Now this is their third album following the first self-titled one and then Land from last year, as well as their past 7 singles. So when I heard about, the concept, like why it's Recents, which means real plus sense, I was kind of intrigued because they said that they wanted to show one part of them where it's their real side. It's more of them, just having fun, usually has how they are as a group, and usually like what they project off their whole like royal image, right? And then there's Sense, where it's basically the cooler side to them, like the side of them that wants to develop and explore a lot more things as artists, as idols, that is going beyond, their usual sound. And I really like that because I've always liked it when artists, not just them, but just the people that I listen to and like in general, try to explore different things and try to, like, it can flop or anything like that, but at least if it would work or not. And I really like how they sort of like took this leap for this particular album, and they've been trying to do that and like try to like dip their toes into it with Naughty Girl before, and then there's Magic Touch, but they haven't really gotten into like going full blown with just experimenting with different sounds, as compared to this album, which I'll be talking more about later. Start with the versions. So I already opened these ones because I also watched like the videos and listened to the songs so that I'll be able to say more about it in this video. So this is what the regular version looks like, and then this is what it looks like at the back, and then here's the sleeve cover, the spine cover. Now what's funny is when I saw this cover, and I feel like a lot of people agreed, it's definitely weird. Like, why is it green? I understand that it fits the theme of the logo, as you can see from the back right there. Like, that's the pen light box right there. So there's green, blue, and purple, and I understand, the idea behind it, but it just looks like really just saturated and everything, and I don't know. So there's that for the cover. Like, definitely one of not really my favorite covers from them, but I mean, it is what it is. It's really one of those moments where it's more of like the content that counts, because as usual for the regular version we get a 17th song. So the album has 16 standard songs, but then for the regular version there's an additional one, so we'll be talking about that later. It also comes with individual covers featuring the members, and again I feel like the only one that I actually like is Ren's, mainly because I mean it's simple with the whole like black and white thing going on, but the others, okay, so there's a one for Shaw, again for Ren, and then for Kishi, and then for Kaito, and then for Jin. I mean, I feel like they could have just gone with how the colors are. I don't know, but it especially for shows, like this one just looks plain scary. When I saw this, when they lifted this one, I was like, why is this so scary? But yeah, so it also comes with individual covers in case you want to sort of like shift it to your favorite from the group. This is what the inside looks like. So again, I don't have any issues when it comes to like how the CDs are so far, at least even for the past singles and albums. Again, I really like how they've really experimented with this one, and probably like that's the vibe that the regular version is giving. But yeah, inside, so we get the lyric book, which also has like photos of the members and then the songs. But basically there's that. Now I actually really like the pages where it's just, you know, the lyrics and then there's just this whole explosion of like colors and everything. I really like that. It's just more of when they're showing their faces and it has like this weird filter on that that I'm not particularly fond of. But again, it's the inside that counts, I guess. Speaking of, so for the regular version, it has an extra song, which is Dear My Tiara. And initially, I thought that this was going to be somewhat similar to KPQP, or because of, you know, the whole idea behind that song as well. But then when I heard Dear My Tiara, it reminds me more of Letter, like the way in terms of its messaging and everything. And yeah, so I feel like, you know, definitely like for the regular version, that's the bonus that you're gonna get, like an additional song. And yeah, that's basically that. External bonus of the regular version. So we get this smartphone ring. So this is what it looks like inside the packaging. And then when you pull it out, so this is what it looks like. This is this looks like the signet ring that the group was wearing the entire time that they're promoting this. So as you can see here, it has this engraving with recents in reverse. So it's kind of like one of those things where you sort of like use it to stamp, like rings where you use it to like stamp and seal stuff, kind of like a mafia thing going on. But so this is how it is. Now initially I thought that this part was going to be, you know, the typical metal one. I'm going to use it, but I'm still kind of glad that they went with a plastic material for this one as compared to the typical metal one. So I guess the whole idea is if you're using your phone and you're wearing it like this, so it looks like the rings that they're wearing. I've seen a lot of like Japanese fans who sort of like removed this and made a necklace out of it, or some other things, and to make it an accessory, and I feel like that's very creative. I don't have that ounce of creativity in my bones, so I'm not going to be doing that. But overall, like, it's not exactly, I don't know, like, it's definitely different from, you know, the other bonuses that they've had. Like, they've had a variety of bonuses before, like bands and stuff and everything like that. And I feel like, you know, that fits the whole like tiara image. But for this one, again, this is definitely different in terms of looks. Like, it's not exactly quote unquote like feminine looking or anything like that, but again, it fits the whole idea of this experimental face that they're going for. And I don't know, I just really like that. And yeah, now moving on to limited edition A. So this is what it looks like. Just gonna remove it from the plastic. Or they used to do the whole like digipack thing when it comes to LEA versions, but then now it comes in this version, and similar to the SZ10th regular version album that I also did an unboxing video for. So this is what it comes with. So just this plain plastic packaging with Recents King and Prince right there, and then you open it up and it looks like this. I actually really like this cover. Very nice, creative, scrapbooky type of thing, and it's the real like the real side of the album, where it just shows them in a very, you know, casual, very fun and playful setting and stuff like that. And then when you open it up, so the CD looks like this. So this is where the songs are at. And then it comes with the lyric book, which is like this, which reflects the cover. And then I really like the back, like the whole artistic design going on at the back right there. And then on the other side, so this is what it looks like. This is the DVD. And then it comes with this small like the small photo book, which again, I really like whatever it is that's going on here. It looks really, really textured, like the photo, not really the paper, but the texture that went with, you know, just the design, everything. So it has that, again, very nice scrapbooky feel, and it has like just their photos from the Bokura no Great Journey music video. So really, really nice, and it definitely like matches the vibe that they have going on in their Instagram feed. So I like that kind of, I just kind of like the whole look of this. This includes the Bokura no Great Journey music video, Bokura no Great Journey music video making, and then a little bit of like a Grand Prix thing that they did, and then also the making of Resense. Now, I feel like out of everything in this particular version, I like the making of Resense part a lot, because it's the first time that we're actually getting like a glimpse of their preparation into conceptualizing and making the album. I mean, they've done like documentary types of things before in their past albums, as well as, you know, commentary during the special the DVDs in their past singles and everything like that, but never to this extent. And yeah, I just really, really like that, like when they started talking about, you know, the whole concept for Resense and everything, and a little bit of like a glimpse into just the dance practices that they've done, and some parts of like the recording and everything. So I don't know, I just really, really like that about this. So yeah, so when it comes to the external bonus for this particular version, we have the poster. So this is what the poster looks like. Again, it's a clear style poster, just like their others from past albums and singles. And I don't know, it has a really nice and refreshing vibe to it, because again, it follows the Bokura no Great Journey music video. So yeah, I really, really like this one. Move on to LEB, or limited edition B. So this one I actually also really like. Like, it comes with a sleek carton packaging, and then this is what the back looks like. More of like their sense side in terms of just the vibe of the album. So again, they're going for a duality for this particular album, and the LEA is more of like the real side, and then this is more of like the sense side, where they're all like cool and looking really sleek and everything. So there's that. Now this comes with the Namae Oshiete music video, Namae Oshiete music video dance version, its making, as well as their documentary in LA where they recorded the song in 2019. So it's definitely a continuation of sorts from the documentary that they that was presented to us during Land. So this is what the CD looks like, which reflects the front part reflects the cover, and then at the back it's this. So when you open it, again, there's the lyric book right there, and then this is what the CD looks like. So it's just very simple. I like the massive contrast of like how it looks like as compared to the LEA, where, you know, it's very stylized. There's a very creative splash of color type of look, but then for this one, it's just like really, really nice and simple, and it's really going for, you know, that cool side to them, which I absolutely appreciate. Like the duality of it, it's always like fascinated me, and I really, really like that as their fan. And then this is the photo book that it comes with. So as in contrast to like the LEA version, where it's scrapbooky, it's very colorful, it's very fun. Again, this has a more like just very nice and cool like look to it, just a lot of like very nice portrait shots inside. So yeah, again, I really, really like that. External bonus of LEB, it's actually this big ass sticker set. Now what's interesting about this is I didn't pay attention much as to, you know, what the other bonuses are. I was just like, I'm gonna get all of them anyway, so it's fine. And I didn't expect the sticker to be this big. I mean, it's absolutely cute. I love the whole like porikura thing happening. I really, really like the group shot right here. And yeah, and I love the individual shots as well, but I just didn't expect it to be this big, because in their past, you know, singles and albums, it's usually like the stickers are usually sized A6. So this is really, really interesting, and I just love whatever it is that happened in whatever goes on. Like, whoever thought of this, I really, really love it. And yeah, now just to point out also, so Namay Oshiete, I absolutely love the choreography for that particular music video, but there's a little bit of like a familiarity there. So because of like certain discussions that I've been having with people, eventually we found out that Okamoto Shingo was the choreographer for it. And he's the same choreographer for Mazy Night. So apparently that's why there's a familiar like vibe to it in terms of like the vertical movements. There's a lot of like movements where it involves, you know, the hands giving you some sort of like a visual guide or a visual form as to how the dance is going to be, which is also very present in Mazy Night, and apparently it's because it's the same choreographer. But yeah, I just want to like put that tidbit out right there. So there's that. Overall, when I listened to the songs in this album, I was really, really surprised because I really like it a lot. There's a weird thing that I've been talking to people about, where in terms of the transition of the songs, it's very different from Land, where Land has a certain flow. Like, they even explained that from the first track until the last, it was a decisive moment because they wanted it to have a certain kind of like flow. They wanted it to have some sort of like a story. Whereas for this one, I feel like the logic that went into choosing the track order is to alternate between the real and the sense side. Because it's definitely a roller coaster. Like, it turns into like a fun song, and then eventually it moves into a ballad, and then there's suddenly a cool song in between, and there's a lot of in experimental tracks in this album as well. Before we wrap up this video, I'm just gonna share with you my favorite tracks from this album. I mean, I absolutely love every single song in this album. It's just that the standouts for me would definitely be Bubbles and Troubles, which is track number 3. I absolutely love this so much because it was like love at first hear. I like how it's not really an idol song, but it's not really a suave song in a way. Like, it's somewhere in between, where it's kind of like fun with the whole pop sound, but it also has some really nice rap lines in between it. So really, really like that. Magic Touch is a given, but it has its own single, so we'll leave it at that. I really like the unit songs, which is Lost in Love, that is sung by Kishirenkai and produced by Jigohira. And Tsupari Tamashi, that is Jigohira's song that is produced by Kishirenkai. I feel like they really captured, like, there's just something about the unit songs this time around that I really, really like. Lost in Love especially, I just absolutely love the tone of it. A lot of JP fans have been sort of like comparing it to Loveless a little bit, and I understand that based from the piano instrumental as the background, but I feel like this song definitely has its own charm to it. And then for Tsupari Tamashi, for Jigohira, I feel like it really pushed their vocals to have a lot of like that texture going on, and I don't know, like, there's this vivid imagery in my head whenever I listen to that song, and I really, really like that. Now, Namae Oshiete is a given, but I also really like Dance to the Music. And then there's Hanataba, or Bouquet, which it's a very encouraging song. Like, it's a really nice and beautiful song, but there's something so wistful about it that's just really, really nice and beautiful. And what I love the most about it is it's not just your typical ballad. Like, there's definitely a certain curve at the bridge of it that I absolutely really, really love. And I don't know, like, that song feels just very nice and emotional. But I feel like my favorites from this album would definitely be Dear My Tiara, because one, it's it's definitely not something that I expected. I expected it to be a KPQP 2.0, but it's not. It's a really nice, good ballad, and I'm a sucker for a really good ballad, so I absolutely love it. And Body Paint. Now, this song, when I first saw the title of this song, when like they just released it, I was so excited about it for some reason. Like, I felt like it was going to be a dance song. I felt like it's gonna be very nice and different. And so when I got to listen to the songs, I actually skipped everything and listened to this first, and I loved it immediately. It's my ultimate favorite, I would say, from this album. Which, I mean, says a lot because I really love the tracks in this album, but I just love Body Paint. Love how experimental it sounds and how different it is, but they were still able to like push it to its limit and sound good doing so. And yeah, so there's that. In the comments below, which version did you get? Did you get all of them? Which songs are your favorite? And what do you think about Resense overall? I would love to hear all about it down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you would want to hear more from me, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again soon in a new one.